All right. Hi, everybody. Hi. Thanks for coming. My name is Miles Lewis. I'm Executive Director here at BMI. Glad to have you all here. I'm going to introduce John to you. He is the president and founder of the Rockstar and You, a life coaching and image consulting firm for artists. If you know the show Made on MTV, he's the Rockstar life coach for that, and formerly the agent for Beyonce, Usher, and Jessica Simpson. So please give him a nice welcome.
Thank you, Miles. Welcome, everyone.
I often hear, I do a lot of speaking, different entertainment conferences, Billboard conferences, Canadian Music Week, all over the US and Canada. And I often hear big industry experts, whether it's presidents of record labels or managers or entertainment attorneys, I often hear them tell artists that you need to have certain things in order to make it in the business. You guys probably heard these things, is that you need to have a great live show, you need to have some kind of it quality, you need to have a cool, compelling image, you need to have, what else do they tell you? You need to have a defined sound, you need to have photos and presentation materials that rock, you need to have mental strength and heart to make it in the business. But rarely do I ever hear them saying how to do those things. They tell you what you need, but they don't tell you how to get it. They tell you that you need to have a great live show, but no one shows you how to fully connect with your audience so that it leaves them touched and moved. They tell you that you need to have a cool, compelling image, but nobody really shows you how to craft one that's not only authentic and unique to you, but one that's bold enough to make you stand out from everyone else out there. They also say that you need to have a defined sound, but nobody really shows you how to really define that in a cohesive way. They also say you need to have photos and presentation materials that really rock, but no one really shows you a process for how to do that for yourself. They also say that you need to have some kind of it quality, but nobody shows you how to harness that within you. They also say you need mental strength and heart, but nobody's really showing you a process for that either. Until now. I feel like through my experience of working firsthand with some of the biggest music artists around, like Usher and Beyonce, coupled with my own coaching experience of helping more emerging artists succeed, that I've developed the how. Now I realize that that's a pretty bold statement to say I've developed the how, but I feel like it's exactly what I've done. I feel like, there's no guarantee for success in this business. Okay, there's so many things that ultimately affect the rise or fall of any given artist. But I feel like there are some things that you can do to increase your chances for success. I know that I can help talented artists that are open to my coaching. And so tonight what I want to do is I'm going to be presenting some ideas, some tools, some concepts that are designed to help you increase your chances for success. So just a little bit about me. Who am I? Who am I to say I've got the how? Who does this guy think he is? I've had a pretty unique experience within entertainment. When I was young, I still feel like I'm pretty young now at 35, but when I was really young, I had a dream job. My first job in entertainment was running the celebrity and music division of Wilhelmina Models in New York. And there I was the personal agent for a range of music celebrities, people that you guys have heard of. Mentioned Usher, mentioned Beyonce and the Girls of Destiny's Child. Was also the personal agent for Jessica Simpson, for Eve, for Lil' Kim, for the rock band Collective Soul, for Fat Joe. And at the time, I had a role in helping them achieve their dreams. I want you guys to know tonight how that whole experience changed me, how it really changed my thinking around how people become stars. Because that's actually how it happens. People become stars. No one's born a star. Was Brad Pitt a star when he delivered refrigerators for a living? Or when he was standing out on La Brea in a chicken suit handing out flyers for a chicken place? Jerry Seinfeld when he was a light bulb salesman. Ashton Kutcher, he was once a dust sweeper in a General Mills plant. Jim Carrey and the author Stephen King were both janitors at one point in their careers. How's their star quality then? So people become stars. No one's born a star. Like I was saying, the privilege that I've had of working with some of the stars that I've worked with, it has put me on a path where I now lead other people to their path. To have them really look on the inside and see what's really going on. What's really holding them back from being the star that they can be on the inside. That's why I'm a life coach. And part of what I do is life coaching in order to have people really be able to see themselves very clearly, to be really honest with themselves, in order to really be able to form the right game plan and see what's been holding them back. But I also feel like once someone is living their truest self, that they build their image. It's critical. So that you come across to others the way that you intend to. Because let's face it, there are a lot of talented people out there, right? A lot of talented artists out there. People can really sing, people can really play, some great songwriters out there. But often what holds them back is the way that they present themselves, the way that they put themselves out there. And so what I do as an image consultant is I coach them on how to build a compelling rock star image so that they make their strongest impression and they increase their chances for success. And that's really what I have the pleasure and privilege of doing now is I coach artists around how to live their truest selves and build their image so that they can achieve their dreams. And I've got to tell you, I really do believe in what I do because I've seen it work. You know, I coached a guy by the name of Matt White 2 months before he got signed to Geffen Records. You know, and through coaching him around his mindset, his image, and his live performance, it was an entirely different place that allowed him to get signed and eventually get put out there in a big way. You know, I helped Beyonce obtain her L'Oreal agreement through all the guidance I gave her around her image and her photographs. Anytime you guys see her on the billboard, the commercial, that's something I personally put together for her. You know, I coached a guy on MTV, 19-year-old college freshman, on how to build some confidence and really attract some results in his life. You know, what I am as a coach is a little bit different than what you typically see within the music industry. You know, not an agent anymore, not a manager, not a publicist, thank God. You know, I'm not really a stylist, although I do wear that hat from time to time as an image consultant. But what I am is a coach, and simply put, what I do is I help people win. So tonight, please think of me as your coach for the next 90 minutes or so here tonight as I present some ideas to you. You know, most of what I do is really an in-depth process with people. I work with people one-on-one. I do some speaking and some seminars like this, and I've written a book, and I've got some other things. But mostly what I do, about 95% of it, is just working one-on-one with people. Because it is a process. You know, I wish I could go ahead and just give you guys everything that you need right now tonight in order to, you know, completely have yourself fully developed, give you guys a total blueprint for all of the success and everything that you're going to need. But it really is a little more complicated than that. I can't just say just do steps 1 through 6 and then go to 7 and boom, happy ending, you'll be just fine. Life in the music business is just a lot more complicated, a lot more messy, a lot more juicy than that. But it is my intent tonight to give you guys some things that are going to make a difference. So I've told you just a little bit about me. I'd like to hear just a little bit about you now. I feel like as an artist, you could be in really one of 3 places. One place you could be in is you could maybe just be starting out. You know, maybe you've got you know, some songs, maybe you've got a CD, but most of your music is still inside you. How many people fall into that category? Okay, all right, good, thank you. Second area or category you could be in is, you know, you've got your songs, they're out living in the world, you've got a CD or 2, you're out gigging on a regular basis, you know, you've got work that, but something's not quite clicking for you. You're not quite really getting the traction that you think you deserve within the industry. You're not quite building up the fan base that you really think you deserve. How many people kind of feel like they might be in that box? Okay, thank you. And then the third category that you might be able to be in is you're rocking. You've got a defined sound. You're totally confident in your image and the way you're coming across. You're blowing people away with your live show. You're outperforming all of the time. And you feel that if you just got some visibility, you just got some exposure, man, you'd be on your way. How many people feel like they're in that category, number 3? Okay, all right, great, thank you. How many people are in industry here? Managers, work for a label, attorney. How many people are industry? Great, thank you. Well, okay, awesome. So if you're in category number 1, most of your music is still inside of you, everything that I have to say tonight can help you. Okay, it's just about focusing on what's going to be most beneficial for you to focus on, like right now, this week, this month, with what I'm saying. Okay? If you're in category number 2, I'd like to just challenge you to just be looking at what I'm presenting tonight. I'm going to be presenting some 7 keys in just a little while, and just to be thinking, okay, what am I missing here? That if I actually did improve it, might be able to make the difference in the kind of fan base that I want to attract and the kind of industry attention that I feel I deserve. And if you're in category number 3, I'd actually like to challenge you Because a lot of artists that I talk to think they're in category number 3 when they're really in category number 2. Because the thing in this business, and what I've found, is that if you're missing one piece, you're missing all of the pieces. And that you really want to think sometimes about, what's really going on here? Where am I really not at 100%? Where am I maybe just, I think it's all right, but where am I maybe even kidding myself a little bit? Or, what could I maybe improve? And so